Hello, my name is Ashton Michael Lee, and I am from Spartanburg, South Carolina, but I am new to Ohio. I live in Dayton, and I am honored to share with you all my experience as it relates to violence in the trans community, as it relates to being black in the trans community. And so I have this way um, of times of storytelling through poetry. So for this, I decided to write a piece. I was thinking about sharing a story, but I wanted to just kind of um, put all of my feelings together and to let you know more of the emotion behind what I have had to endure and what I continue to endure. So I don't have a title for it yet. So just here it goes. My existence is violent, or so I've been told. I have somehow corrupted the nature of man. I have reversed and preversed God's creation. I have stripped divinity, left her beaten, left her for dead in an alley, dead name to be remembered no more. My existence is violent, or so I've been told. There are too many stories to tell of what it's like to feel like nothing. Laws created to banish my place in this world. I am a question mark. The choice was never mine. My existence is violent, or so I've been told. A few weeks ago, a white woman looked at me with great fear, the terror in her eyes. We stared. I was black and not black. Are you a boy or girl? No, it. Accused of psychological assault. Is it not violent to be called it? Because you see, I combat violence daily. I roll up my sleeves and take on what's next, hoping I don't give or life gives to me. Thank you.
Hey there, my name is Bella Sin, Cleveland's burlesque queen, a proud Mexican immigrant. My pronouns are they, them. In my indigenous upbringing, Raramuri in Mexica. I'm a mother of two that is currently residing in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to my basement. I know that we're gathering virtually right now, but that does not take the importance of this day away whatsoever. If anything, it makes it more real. The last year has been a tumultuous year, and the word loss has more meaning now than ever before. Not only loss because of it, the millions of lives that we lost so far due to the COVID pandemic, but the loss that we have had of our siblings that have been really murdered the last year. We don't only have issues in the United States of America of transphobia, we also have them in South America, Central America, and the Caribbean. The last couple of years, you have heard of cases in Puerto Rico, Mexico, Sudamerica of femicide. We have also learned that our two spirited brothers and sisters that are indigenous have been in danger as well. This is not only Transgender Awareness Week, but it also lands on Indigenous Peoples Day. Remembrance Month, I mean to say. And we have to be aware of what the word trans really composes itself of. It's not just of, you know, a few, but of many. Our Black siblings, our Mexican siblings, South American siblings, our Indigenous siblings, our immigrant siblings. This is all a family that maybe you've never met, but we have. I'm not the best with words. We all know that I became popular for one reason. But I want to tell you that this last year has been one of the most brutal for my family, my siblings. Beginning to understand what's happening is very difficult, but it has not been a fight that we haven't been in before. It hasn't been hardship that we haven't seen before. It hasn't been something new to us because if ever, we've never left it. So I want to make sure that today, not only we're taking the word remembrance to heart, that we're remembering everybody out there, which there's too many names to count. And it's absolutely upsetting that we might not even have all of them. But I want to remind you some measures that you can do even from your home, because I'm sure that many of us have felt powerless in our homes and unable to do anything through this whole movement. I want to remind you that there is wonderful charities and there is wonderful activism happening from home that's grassrooted. You can go ahead and go to Trans Latina Coalition. They're working with migrant trans people to go ahead and help them be released safely and advocating for them. Raices Texas is also working with immigrant families to reunite them together. That includes our LGBTQ families. Locally, you can, of course, get a hold of the LGBT Center of Greater Cleveland, the AIDS Task Force, Margie's Hope, and anybody that has shown to us to truly be an ally, a fighter, an activist, a voice. I also want to remind you that you can also place calls, emails, tweets to your local and statewide legislators, your representatives, your governors, um, your governor. But honestly, guys, enough is enough. And just because a new administration is coming in doesn't mean that the fight is over. The last 4 years has taught us that we can't take anything for granted and that we can't stop raising our voices. We have much more work to do, and those sometimes start with a difficult conversation with our family, a difficult conversation with a friend, bringing in people to do that restorative justice that we need to do. And a lot of it is labor intensive, emotionally, physically, and mentally. And I can tell you, I've been there. The days that I can't do the work, but I still push forth. And I still, take care of myself with a little cup of coffee. I want to tell you that I love you and I miss you dearly. Not just because of shows, but I miss seeing your faces in person, hugging you, embracing you, and telling you how much I love you and I appreciate your life. I appreciate your voice and I appreciate everything about you. It's very important to me that you understand that today is more than a Remembrance Day. To me, today um, is the day that I leave my altar for another day so we can remember our siblings, all our siblings. Today is the day that I take the word remembrance and I take it to heart and I say, not one more. Today is the day that I really take one moment and invite you to take that moment to embrace the fact that loss is real. And we need to go ahead and realize that their lives can be not in vain. So if you can join me in a moment and really take a breath in and out and prepare for what it is that we have to do tomorrow, which is to fight harder, get louder, be brighter, shine whiter, live our truth regardless of who is questioning it, and protect each other at all costs. I love you guys. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you're wearing a mask, practicing social distance, and please, if you need anything, you know where to find me in my little basement. I promise the only thing that will happen to you is I will probably rhinestone you something or your face, either one. Love you guys. Love y'all, everybody. Um, have a good one. I miss you very much.